back to another video. Today's video is a video review of Once Upon a Time, Season 3, Episode 3. So I always do video reviews. It's kind of late. I kind of had a busy day, so this week's episode was everyone was excited because Tinkerbell was on the this week's episode, and I have to say I was kind of worried that I wasn't gonna like Tinkerbell. You know, Peter Pan, Hook, Tinkerbell. The Disney Peter Pan, I only watched a few times growing up. I didn't watch that much, I don't think. I was more into Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, Lion King, stuff like that. So I want to watch the Disney Peter Pan just so I could. I don't really like comparing the characters, Once Upon a Time characters, to Disney characters. Sometimes I just can't help it though, because they are based off Once Upon a Time, or Disney. The Once Upon a Time characters are based off of Disney. So obviously, so this week's episode is that, of course, Regina, Emma, David, Hook, and Snow are still on Neverland looking for Henry. And the flashbacks are, we don't see Snow White in any flashbacks this week. We only see her in present day. And this week's flashbacks are Regina. She's the queen. She's unhappy, of course. Like, she's the evil queen. She is still mad about Snow and her mom killing Daniel. And then there's this one scene, it kind of looks like she's pushing the rail of the balcony so it could break and she could fall. So it kind of looks like she's kind of gonna commit suicide, but it's gonna make it look like an accident. Then she meets Tinkerbell, and Tinkerbell wants to help her find happiness again, but of course she's too scared to find happiness again. And I don't know, of course it has to stay to the, where she's the evil queen part, and of course, I don't know, I usually watch the episode today. I didn't get to rewatch it today. So yeah, then on Neverland, we find out that Captain Hook knows Tinkerbell is on the island. And Peter Pan and Henry are with Peter Pan. They find out that if Peter Pan stays with Henry any longer, it can be more dangerous. Personally, I don't like Peter Pan because I swear to God that Peter Pan's a good guy and Captain Hook's supposed to be the villain. But they do all these little twists and turns with the show. Once Upon a Time, of course. And we learned that Tinkerbell, is getting in trouble. She's stealing stuff. She's stealing pixie dust for Regina, to find happiness. And she brings her to this little bar place, and she says, if you open this door, you will find your true love. And of course, Regina, she's too scared. Then Tinkerbell, I like the scene with Emma and Regina. I think, personally, I always thought they should just share Henry, and maybe once they do find Henry, or get him back, they will share Henry as two mothers. They're both his mother. Yes, Regina raised him for 10 years, but Emma's here, and she loves Henry just as much. So Regina and Tinkerbell confront each other. We learned that Regina, I guess, used Tinkerbell. Of course, she lied, and she got Tinkerbell in trouble with the Blue Fairy and got her wings taken away. So she wanted to get revenge on Regina, and she uses sleeping powder or something on Regina, and she gets tied up. It was weird to see Regina tied up, because the Regina is usually the tough one, and was the one tying other people up. And so yeah, so that's that. Neil is back in the Enchanted Forest, and they actually use Robin Hood's son to get the shadow. So they could get the shadow person there to so Neo could get back to Neverland, and of course Neo does get to Neverland. I thought it would be a little sooner or later that he would go to Neverland. I thought he would stay in the Enchanted Forest for at least 5 or 6 episodes, but it's okay. We learn that so he's in Neverland. We also learned that Mulan goes back to where Aurora and Philip are, and we learn that Aurora is pregnant. Like, every Disney princess has to get pregnant. The only one so far that hasn't got pregnant is Belle and Mulan, I guess. We learn, and Neil, before he left, to give this speech, like, he should have said he loves you to Emma when she said it back years ago, and that really touches Mulan, and she goes, confesses her love to Aurora. I don't like that. I'm not against lesbians or gays or anything. It's just that in season 2, it kind of seemed that Mulan liked Philip. That's why she kind of watched Aurora all through season 2, because they thought Philip was dead and she loved him. And they're Disney characters, and I just don't. Mulan in the Disney movie was in love with Shane. So I think they should have either brought Shane in and kept it that way, or made her fall in love with Philip. It just doesn't make sense to me. I hope they don't continue that. So when Aurora tells Mulan that she's pregnant, she decides just to let it go, I guess, and she goes join Robin Hood's team, and we find out that Robin Hood would have been Regina's lover. Robin Hood and the Evil Queen, I thought Robin Hood was with Miriam. Not sure. It's kind of, a little confusing for me, but this week's episode was good. The end, I didn't like how Mulan was going to confess her love to Aurora. That's just kind of weird, I guess, because I'm used to Disney Mulan, and I can't help to compare all the Disney characters to Once Upon a Time characters, just because they are pretty much so much alike. And Once Upon a Time, as I said, characters are based off Disney characters. So yeah, definitely, if you haven't seen this episode, check it out on abc.com. Stay tuned for next week's episode. Also, soon, either this week or next week, hopefully this week or next week, I will be doing the Halloween saga, because I gotta get it done before Halloween. And I do have some movie reviews planned, so stay tuned for that. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe to this channel, and have a great day.